Well, hello everyone, and this is EC the Gamer, and we are back with NieR Replicant. Uh, let's see. The last time I did like a big recording session. Essentially, I did like 4 videos continuously, and I decided to go to ending the next ending B, and unfortunately it started. But let me explain what happened. It started at the ending may start at the moment where Kaine is about to get out of the petrification that she was in the 5 year skip between the younger protagonist and the older protagonist. That time skip, Kaine was petrified and she was saved by Emil. So yeah, we started at that moment, but rather than seeing it from the perspective of the protagonist of NieR, we're actually hearing the thoughts. Well, what we're hearing what Emil was thinking in that moment, and from there, one of the one of the worst thing that I the worst thing that I hate that I hate about this game is this black screen with the text. Uh, so yeah, essentially what we're seeing now, which I want to talk about, but not now. I just want to finish it. We're actually seeing something called Kaine's Dream, and essentially it's telling us her story. The first part was called Discrimination. You know how her life when she was younger and everything. The second part, the daily life, the life with her grandmother, and now we're going with the separation, which is at the point where the grandmother seems to, I think, not die, but maybe turn into a shade. And that's the moment that I left last time because it was too long. I mean, I think one video is mostly of this, and this is a really bad thing. I don't know why they did this in the past. I assume this is from the original game. I mean, they never change it, but it's a bad way to tell a story. I'd rather read a document like the one that they have done in the game than do this type of thing. I mean, even NieR Automata, I think they have something like this, and maybe it was done like 1 or 2 times, not at this level. It's just, I hate it. At the end of this game, whatever the score is going to be of it, I'm going to have to reduce it 1 - 1 just for this thing. But don't get me wrong, the story that this black screen is telling me is amazing. It's just it's a lot of reading. So, but anyway, yeah, let's continue. Yeah, let's continue and finish this, and hopefully we actually start the goddamn ending B properly. So yeah, last time Kaine was going to look for some food, and then when she went back to her house, she found a big shade, the house of burning or something like that, but it was actually a shade. So let's continue to read here. The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest, then he began looking for her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive! Alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blasting Kaine stumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs were. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up now. As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. Okay, so that's not the shade that I was seeing. The shade that we fought in the area. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kinda lurched to her feet, only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both of them were surely broken. Wow. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on, just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the white were exposed. Kinda pulled herself across the ground with maddened slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out his tongue, his giant mouth turning up at the corner, short, panting breath belched from somewhere deep inside his core, bastard laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leaped on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was lashed to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes clear enough for her to make out her grandmother's hand reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can best this one. You can best this one. Kaine grabbed the hand and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly while her hand slick with blood slipped from Kaine's grasp and stumped to the ground below. Grandma, no, no. I said wrong, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade claw foot descended, mashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the food, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted the appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted and recognizable mass of rubble and red. Wow, this is... I mean, if they would have shown this would be like horrible. Like a real horror movie here. Her mother was gone, her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting he remembered the warmth of that embrace, moving out the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away and was gone. Memory flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed them, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by the mad puppeteer. Her arms and legs were bent at an impossible angle, her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kindness seized the moment, laughing like a mad woman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shadow hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kindness off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sound of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kayane's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it, 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 kill it. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. Kill it now. As the spark that was kindness slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Wow. Damn it, this was long. So I assume this is her, what she was thinking, dreaming when she was asleep.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Oh, suddenly the protagonist has the same sword from the first part. Interesting, how did that happen? Here we go. So we're going to fight this thing again? This is what's happening? Yeah, this is what's happening.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today.
Hell yeah.
My sword feels lighter. It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah. There we go. Here we go. Interesting that we started with a boss battle immediately. Yeah, we're seeing it from a different perspective now. At least we're going to see some new things. Based on this, we're going to see a bit more. Oh my god. No, you can't be. You gotta be joking, right? Oh no. Again. Gently, weakly, softly. The Shay sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shame beyond imagining. Kinda tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged, stumped up arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine. She thought with a smack giggle, this is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Wow. Then she was pretty much destroyed. Huh, cried a sudden voice from the depth of her mind. Finally gonna die, are you? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your your eyes and feed them to the dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That that way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of his system for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture. Kinda reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insect fell off the picture and to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relief, Kinda turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was. Wow, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha ha. Wow. I look like that? Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning despair, kinda laid her head back in the mud and smoke off her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. And you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as his insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kinda wanted to scream as the void crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Okay, I don't know what the heck is that. Ha ha ha. I don't know what the heck does that mean there. Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Wahaha. Oh god, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her leg. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot searing pain if it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive and this was real. Come on, let it go. Kinda tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. Oh, interesting. So something, I assume that another gestalt? The voice paused after licking its lip. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. In response, Kindness shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Ah, yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaina was struck by the most powerful sensation she ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Uh, yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Well, now give me that body. Come on, give me the body, and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaina's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eyes must be growing fat too. This reminds me of Drakengard 3. Whenever Zero loses a piece of her, she would grow back pretty much her whole body, or sometimes a specific piece of her body. So yeah, let's continue. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, Sunshine? We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloody and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaina glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned. Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kaina staring intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letter seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop, gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it. Hate's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go, feel the anger burn with the fire of revenge, thirst for blood, then go out there and... Shut up, and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine, real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those bodies of yours in the area will love to see you dead. Kaina grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to sawed off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaina screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Haha, stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The boy laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Yeah, possessed. You and me? We got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kinda look up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen. Oh, wow. Purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. Ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to make it happen. The kid who kept picking on that big old your granny will wrap them up in their own assholes. Wow. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait. Sorry. Wait, you're a Shay. Why would you help me kill another Shay? What? You think I'm some kind of racist? Well, some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honeypants. I just want to drink from the well. Kinda considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me, we could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole. I'll handle the killing. Haha. the look at you go, oh sunshine. We're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyrant. Okay. Interesting. We're getting new names here. Kali was the grandmother. Demo is Tyrant. And if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, is Tyran? Tyran or Tyrant? Tyrant, right? I don't know how to pronounce it. Count on it. Huh. I ship bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing Sunshine and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away. Okay, so this is essentially a Gestalt, but not her Gestalt. You seeing another Gestalt, fading to somewhere deep inside Kindness herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It felt perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at her new limb. At the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I am not a shade. I am Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the red of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland petals were as bright as ever. Kinda started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the red and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry, but I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flower to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, and the people of the area arose to their daily life, she remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world. Damn.
Alive! Stay alive!
This is a pure
Stay
horror
alive.
story. Like,
Grandma.
you can make a movie out of this, and it would be
Kaine,
horrible.
you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Oh yeah, this is when she came back. Wow. So she has someone trying to fix my how do you call it, my headphones. Yeah, this is before the start of the journey, the second journey.
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
I don't remember this.
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but
No, it's great. Thank you.
Well, I don't remember this happening like this. I mean, maybe I forgot, so it has been some time.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain.
Yeah.
That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Yeah, this is what they said to him, like they cannot stay in the village.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious.
Please try to understand.
Yeah, I already seen
People
this.
are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me.
Now, this is so bad because now we know that Devil and Popola. I don't know if to call it bad guys. I really don't know if that's the right term. Because are they really bad guys? You know, they're androids, and this is something I think I still the replicants are. I assume they're androids. So if you know they're just programmed to do what they were told, like that's their mission. So
As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it.
but even though that's their mission, my question is, okay, their idea was, so correct me if I'm wrong, is to, you know, look after the replicants and the Gestalt and essentially make sure that the process actually is finished, and not only that, to solve the problem of the disease, the black scroll. So sorry if I stop here, but what I'm trying to say is, you know, that what does that have to do with the protagonists, with NieR and Jonah? Like, why are they so important for them? I mean, they helped the Shadow Lord to do this, but why? What's the reason?
Right, Kaine?
I don't remember anything. I need to read the document, but I don't see the logic for
I'm
them.
used to sleeping outside.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
Yeah.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside.
Yeah, no kidding.
Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
Please, no more blast
I
screen.
didn't get much sleep that night.
I don't want more blast screen with a lot of text.
For the first time in my life, I hated Devila.
Yeah.
For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola.
Yeah, I can now see why Devil is the more
But those
likely
feelings
to
were
hate or
pointless in the
something.
end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village.
Yes. Wow.
To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
Interesting to know all of this information now and already go back to this. But I want to know what this end is going to give
Really,
new.
how can I blame Devila and Popola?
What new developments are going to get from here?
In the end, I'm just as bad.
That's true. Yeah, he forgot
Because
that
I never once stopped
Yep.
to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Kaine and Emil has been staying outside for pretty much all the game, you know, since we met them. So he criticizing them is just very hypocritical. Oh, we're finally seeing this. Yeah, we haven't seen them. We always enter, but we never see them outside. We never seen
I should
this.
apologize to Kaine and Emil.
Okay, yes, because I think he went to sleep, and then the game just started the next day. I think.
What good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that?
Campfires are weird, aren't they?
Yeah, you can hear them.
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Wow. We're finally. Oh, so that's where they stay. Holy crap! They stay in the worst part. I think. Well, not the worst, but even they could
Yeah,
be killed here,
me
or
too.
one of the Shade could attack them.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know.
Wow, this is new.
I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you. I...
Wait, you poured water on me?
What was that going to do? Water.
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Wow. So Emil was trying for 5 years, like he constantly would go there and do
Hey,
something
Emil.
new.
Thanks for saving me.
Wow.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
Wow, this guy, these two had like a interesting relationship. Like they got really attached to each other.
I'm sorry, Emil.
The three of them.
I'm
But
sorry for all of it.
wow.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know?
Yeah, and actually he discovered the truth. You know, I don't think that's also
At
bad.
least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
Yeah, please.
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Oh, really? So all those like 4 pages of those essays that you gave me are not important?
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My
Okay.
body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak.
What does it mean that her body is different? What it has to do with her sexuality or gender or something like that?
But one person, my grandmother,
It seems like it,
accepted
right?
me just as I was.
Because I can see the difference. She seems like a woman, but does she have something? Maybe I'm not seeing it, or there.
No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
Which I really don't care. It's just I want to understand it
She's
better.
really special to you, huh?
Yeah, her grandmother defended her like tooth and nail.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body.
Interesting. So we know that the Gestalt can actually voluntarily get out of
I know
her
we
body.
can do it if we all work together.
But it seems like she has like a serial killer or something, because the way he was talking, it was like a killer or something.
Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
Yeah, she kind of is like just thinking about the logic of throwing water to her. Like, what's the logic? I'm stoned, I'm petrified. What does water going to do? So that's what they talk about. Wow. How sad, you know, that they're forced to stay outside. I understand NieR is horrible. I mean, it's bad because, you know, they had to stay outside. What a bad way to stay.
Sleep
Yeah,
well?
Sure.
sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale.
Yes.
Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
I saw her. What the heck is this?
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
Oh, really?
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
Did you really have a mother?
It's alright. I can barely remember her face anymore.
Yeah, you
This
done
is
it.
the only thing I have left of her.
Yeah.
Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
Say there, can you not hear me?
What the heck is this? What the heck is this?
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Holy crap.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
Isn't this... I know that they always had this brother NieR and brother... whatever. Yeah, I'm going to leave the area. I don't know what the heck is this. What is that? Holy crap, that's new.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean.
Oh, where the heck am I? I was thinking like, was this here before? Let me see something. Oh, my flowers are here. They're actually growing. Ugh, I don't think they're going to grow the way I want them. It doesn't really matter. I really can tell. Okay, let's see something first. Okay, so there's no incomplete quest, so let me save here. I mean, I have to keep saving here. Oh, you too. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. There's no way. There's too much.
Oh, you.
Damn, so all these people are actually...
Welcome.
They're not people, they're actually...
Blacksmiths always...
How do you call them? They're all replicants, I think.
The shades make...
Wow. Yeah, I'll leave it here. That was a long... I did not expect that much thing to, you know, that much conversation there. But anyway, guys, well, no, before I go, let me talk something first. Yeah, let me move around. So anyway, what I was, what I was going to say of the text that we got in of the story of Kaine is incredible. I mean, it's incredible in the way it is told, but it's like, it's a horrible story. Like, all the things that she had to suffer, for me, it's just completely unacceptable. I just don't know which flower is, what's the difference? I don't know how to say the they all look the same, so I don't know if it was successful or not. It's still a 5%, so I'll have to try it again. But anyway, yes, the way she was discriminated because she was different. I mean, it was like pure discrimination, like horrible. Everyone in the area. So imagine, I was sad when they all died, but then I like, how do I feel now? Like they were all bad, like they were really bad. And then, not only that, then we got this whole, I don't know how to explain this. They showed the daily life they have with the grandmother, which it was very, you know, very moving, but then very heartbreaking when she dies. I think by the shade that we defeat in the area. And then we see how she, essentially like a stall, goes inside of her. Oh, let me see that. I was going to try and look for something first. And 34%, so I should be really well, really good. Interesting. It's not here. The documents. So what, they're going to give them to me again? Something like that. Okay. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, I still don't understand what the Gestalt is. I feel that it's the soul of the person, but what did they do with this? Like for example, these are the replicants, right? All these people, myself, the protagonist included. So where did they store the Gestalt? I haven't seen a storage facility or anything. We've seen that the shades are essentially the people, the Gestalt gone berserk, or was that the actual form that they gave the Gestalt, and as time went by, they actually became berserk, you know, relapse, the relapse cases that they call them. Was the Gestalt? Was that the shape of the Gestalt, or was that the shape that they got turned into after they got infected? That's what I still don't understand. But anyway, guys, this is all for now. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget hit the subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and also hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified the videos on the channel. So that's all for now, guys. Easy the Gamer signing off, and I will see you on the next video.